Hey guys, Sly here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, as you can see, I'm playing Doki Literature Club Plus. So before we get into it, I have another theory. So, think back into when we saw Sayori commit suicide, right? If you would look at her hands, you know that they were covered in blood. Now what I'm assuming is Monica basically, I guess, mind controlled her into like hanging herself, and then basically took her out of mind control as soon as that happened, and basically Sayori was trying to get the noose off. Well, it's a game theory, so let's do this. Pictures. Yeah, Ghost Under the Light. The Lady Who Knows Everything. I really like this. You know it. This is gonna be my wallpaper. Hell yeah. This is that. This is that. Protagonist's bedroom. Random classroom. Last room of the use for literature club meetings. Making the final scene where Sayori's bows on the other side of her head. Kiara, Monica, and Sayori. First sketch. And I think that's all we got. Unless there's something I'm missing? Sorry if you hear some blowing. My fan's on at full blast. Anyways, there we go. Wow. My waifu is here. And we can play Sayonara. Spoopy. Anyways, enough fooling around. Let's get into it. Okay, check thing. Okay, everything's good. Save files corrupt, start a new game. I just saved it after, okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to that girl is my neighbor and good friends. So basically the same thing, kind of pretty near the same, but it's kind of weird if you know each other for so long. I walked to school on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, just sighting out in front of the crosswalk and let it catch up to me. Start a new game. I got an achievement. Ordinary school day like any other. Morning is usually worse, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. In fact, I'll try auto. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. Yeah, screw this. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. And if you're wondering why I'm not in sleepwear, it's because I hopped onto this as soon as I came home from work. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Damn. School days, ordinary as ever, is over before I know it. I stare blank at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. I think it's the same stuff, clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I'm gonna kick my leg stand up on this. Yeah, this gaming chair is a leg stand. Suck it, nerds. That'd be too many to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start the anime club. Cy McFly? Oh my god, Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Excuse me. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Nah, get that shit out of here. Basically completely out of my league. Good, then go hit up on Yuri. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, I agree with you. Politics are freaking stupid. I never was really interested in them, and I'm really not gonna discuss politics on my channel because it sucks dick. Much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Okay, the music stopped. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I should start a new one, the literature club. That scared me a little bit. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members or something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did manga say she? Hey, Sly McFly. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? God, MC. Yuri's the best girl. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Sly McFly, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Thus, today marks I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Whoa. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Sly McFly. Ulrich just gave me the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, so let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Girl that's our attitude. His name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Yeah, anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Sly McFly in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In fact, I want to do Natsuki's, path in this. I believe. Because the thing is, I don't know, because it would be less work for me in the long run. I think, because I believe the way that works for the side stories is you have to write them poems. So I believe each one is 3, unless I could be wrong. And that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Sly McFly? Form a table. You're walks to the room and up to close. In fact, you know what? Hold on. Save game. There we go. Side stories. Understanding. Try and post for different characters, reviewing their special scenes and DDLC. Alright, so I'm gonna stick with my original plan and go Natsuki's route. The closet and Monica sit across from each other. It's feeling awkward to take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. It's just different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I'm gonna have me some candy. Sweetheart's ropes. Nom nom. So, Simon McFly, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. You know what? I'm gonna show you, Yuri. I'm gonna show you what I like to read. Ah, you son of a bitch. Ah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You see, Yuri? I'm all over the place. These are what I like to read. These Resident Evil books. See, I got Umbrella Conspiracy, Caliban Cove, and City of the Dead. Alright, that's what I like to read. MC, what a freaking nerd. Manga. Mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey, manga's good too. Actually, when I was in middle school, I actually used to read Full Metal Alchemist. Pretty cool books. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. And I trace my nipples with my fingers. I apologize, I'm weird. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Let's see if you guys... Yeah, you guys can see me okay. I'm so cold. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I could relate to at a minimal level. I'm making sure it's recording, you know, just to be on the safe side. Oh, at this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Haha, I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yeah. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? I left the piece of scrap paper behind the club last meeting. It looked like you were writing on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Oh my god! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. It's like the freaking Choja Man commercial. Let yourself adrift in a sea of emotional vulnerability. I'm in such a giddy mood. I don't know why. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you could share some of your work and set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next we meet, we'll share it. Same thing. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Simon McFly? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Let me reach the most important topic. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stay back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Simon McFly. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. If we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions like this? Or fit terrible for them dance? Club itself seems pretty relaxed, so writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, decide then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Slide McFly? Yep. You know what? I'm a Yuri main, but I had to do Natsuki's route so I could unlock the side stories. But no, Monica. No, Natsuki. Yes, Yuri. It would be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. Well, you like horror, don't you? I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Sam McFly, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. No, Yuri's gonna give me a great time, Monica. You're gonna take a back seat. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Simon, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. I depart the club and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I seem to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune would find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem, would you like to read it? Can you hear me? I swear, if this is a jump scare, I'm gonna lose my shit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I think I had my headphones turned up way too loud. Oh my god. Okay, skirt, heart, memories, Doki Doki, Papa, lollipop, silly, rainbow, cute, strawberry, fireflies, joy. Fuck! God damn it. Gaggle, anime, sparkle, clouds, kawaii, charm, excite. Yo, okay. Some weird shit going on. Hi again, Simon McFly. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Simon McFly. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You had to be dragged here by Monica. Be grateful that I wrote you a poem, you freaking weeaboo. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yeah, could you move towards the back, Monica? Big notifications in my collection. Monica finds herself to the same Monica manga. Manga is literature. Yeah. Okay, so defeated pause back in your seat. I'm so sorry, Simon McFly. We'll make sure. Is the background tilting? You should not skip the disappointed glare, but anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can we say no? Okay, this is really disorienting me right now. Like I said, I'm in this club now. Hilariously enough, I never spotted this the first time. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that eerie. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, then I should help you get started on something you might like. Your bag pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep it if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, there we go. It's back. Not everyone's settled in. I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. I need to kick my footrest back up because I was showing Yuri my Resident Evil books that I read. In fact, I'm still on the first one, but this doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something here? Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. I wonder if it actually says that. No, it doesn't. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Oh, it doesn't have the Monica. Besides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. It's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get close to look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Slime McFly. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't you... In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. So it's basically like Sailor Moon. It's exceedingly meh. Don't just stand there. Ooh ah. Grabs my arm and pulls me to the closet. She takes a against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. It makes me feel weird about it. Cause her arm just scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I don't exactly expect to be sitting close to her either. Now I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Monica once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's a bunch of friends from high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I gotta ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Oh, just show them Berserk. Or High School of the Dead. Or... what else? It's haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch him in the face. Falcon Punch! I know these kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. I wonder if Dad's gonna explain it in her side story. Because everyone, like, I watch, like, fan stuff of DDLC, and everyone has their own interpretation of Natsuki's father. So, yeah. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Ahaha. Jeez, that's enough. Well, don't be such a cranky tsundere. Aren't you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over to her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Yeah, glitchy music, yeah! Dude. Oh, it keeps going. Hey, it actually shows it now. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches to her bag, pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches a bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Told you not to give him... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Sly McFly. She's fine. Just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? I guess Natsuki said to my poems. It's probably only fair if I shared with my first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. Dun 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 dun. My nose is itchy all of a sudden. I need to trim my nose hairs. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Ooh. Well, I could be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? I don't know why I'm singing Phoenix Wright songs. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ooh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. You know, grr. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. So yeah, it's basically the first... Yeah. I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. Wow, you're Shakespeare in the flesh. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Oh, shut it, you little kid. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? She's like one of those little kids on Xbox who thinks that they're hot shit at Call of Duty. That's what she reminds me of. That's why I called her a little kid. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's do Yori. My bae. Yuri starts the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that their specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style severed from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. It's nothing really. Well, if it makes me happy that you think that, just remember there won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I just hit the skip button because when it says skip, it means that dialogue was already spoken, that it basically loops, so I just hit skip, so we don't have to read through that again. I'm counting on you. Alright, Monica's next. Hi, Sonic Fly. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have suggestions for the club and new opportunities to do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sonic Fly. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Simon Fly, really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. That kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. It's just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Wow. What a bitch. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. There dissipates before it reaches my lungs. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. I think this is the same, so what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated and never make any progress. For yourself to get something on the paper, tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Because that's everyone. The glance around the room is a little more stressful than anticipated. So okay. Just being nice isn't weird. My poems can sample. Here's the literature club. After all, I sigh. I guess that's what I do. My eyes land on their mask. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing the tandem. I watch each. I think Yeah, this is the same thing. People do by the way, my like that. Okay, no, you just feel yourself like no festival stuff. Oh my god. Taking out your okay here. Alright, taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Nansky. Me, Lucas talking, you won't be edgy, bitch. Oh, edgy. Some mental age conference. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, to stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Think that you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing is about how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Do you just accuse me of cut myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Simify hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns to her and she just knows how standing there. Simify, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Okay, Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Oh, Spoopy. It's a hyper-realistic manga. Hey Sam McFly, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be more assertive sometimes, but I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You just understand, right? Anyway, this makes you want to spend less time with us, and that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Nah, shut the fuck up. Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, Natsuki. Oh no, she got wrecked. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. Shut the fuck up. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Yuri, or did. Sam McFly, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. That sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Simon McFly. I would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate it. You didn't stay. Wow. Let's do one more. Candy. Skipping. Doki Doki. Papa. Pink. Smile. Party. I'm saving here. Rainbow. Games. Dream. I'm doing a perfect one. Mouse. Marshmallow. Cheer. Anime. Chocolate. Sweet. Twirl. Sugar. Fuck. Heart. Kawaii. Marshmallow. Twirl. Fun. Giggle. Jumpy. Flower. Dance. Silly. Vanilla. Puppy. Candy. That's fine, it's fine. Cheeks. Cute. Smile. sparkle. Goddamn hair. Okay. Whew. Skipping. Laugh. Sing. Vanilla. Sunny. Papa. Kiss? Okay. Anime. Lollipop. Doki Doki. Time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past. The usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Slim McFly. Hi, Yuri. Or is Yuri expression, by the way, yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. As I overshadowed, looked around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Yuri takes my arm, pulls me to the corner of the room. Yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like this ever happened before. Something just came over me. I was acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Sam McFly, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri's clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little. What? Why do you look at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I'm hoping you guys weren't anything. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Oh my god. Let's zoom in on her face right here. Oh my god. Alright, let's fix this. There we go. I just had to do it. Oh. Okay, there we go. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the brawling, and they must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. Probably. So I'm so impressed. Aw, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Yuri looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. Fuck you, I don't care about Warzone. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Sly McFly. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything three of us talked about outside Natsuki. I'll run off to the closet. Simon McFly, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in a club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting on me. After we finished yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay, what's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is entitled Portrait of Markov. More like Escape from Tarkov. I haven't touched that game yet. I mean, I kind of did, but I haven't really done actual raids because I don't want to lose all my shit. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that has turned into a human experiment prison. They kill machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. They start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? It makes it like she's gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a changing perspective. It wants to be evil, because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. I mean, there's some truth to that, but then suddenly... Skip. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books fill my thoughts, my whole body gets crazy. Wait. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, like Doctor Strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Whoa. Spoopy Yuri. It's Yuri.exe. You know they made a Doki Literature Club EXE game? Of course they did. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Thought a sneeze was coming. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I want you to. Just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, but maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. The corner of my eyes, she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book. Sorry. Reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing the feeling of your body heat. Ooh. Kinky. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Aside my desk, it says against yours and my book between two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, takes her thumb and forefinger. Do something with my right arm, right side of the book. I think this is all the same. I thought, but the main character kind of... Oh yeah. Yeah, are you feeling alright? He's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? As if feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Fred Julie rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Cy McFly? Did something happen just now? That part was new. I have no idea. You're just acting a bit strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure they didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. So it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, when we started singing poems with each other, should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we would get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of what I left in the book and slip into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Nansky. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a bit different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, let's say you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. That's not like I was waiting for you or anything. So you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Good. Good, I like it. Nice job. Sam McFly. Why'd you come and read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why'd you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Sam McFly, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me! Yo, okay. That was very spoopy. Hi again, Simon McFly. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I'll give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Simon McFly. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations, though. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. But I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes? This kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism. I mean, it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Putting some assignment in her own head is probably a much more interesting place for her. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. And this cacophony of me, it's like playing a knife on a rib cage. Delete her. A big kiss, piercing. Sine cosine like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife of me. Delete her. Whoa. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. Some point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. Don't forget to save your game. You never know when who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you're in for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but it doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. They came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. Rotating axle grinding bolt head, linear gear by a falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears in the ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connected to a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Wow, that's... wow. Haha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind's been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. I'm okay, but I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Would you like to read it? A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay everyone, we're all done reading Cho's poem, right? We'll have something we need to go over today, so if anyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I only do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since I joined and we started with some club activities, but this isn't time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know. What's not great about getting new members anyway? We have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Yeah, Monica has a point. To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place, the literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. There should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Simon Flight? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Simon Flight to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Slimify joined. As for me, I like it better here than I do at home. And Slimify isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Slimify want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, that would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. Something more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Sonic McFly, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Sonic Fly, it's not the same. I won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about an obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me. Responsibilities like that. Well, that's pretty fucked up. No one would cry if she killed herself. Ooh, Spoopy. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Sonic Fly? Where do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I said giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's why I'll end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change. I just realized that her eye's bleeding. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Sonic Fly? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Sonic Fly before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that, but it's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. But I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. So I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I only know you can understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it. And I think this is a long enough episode. So, yeah. That will be it for today, you guys. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out of here. Ha ha ha.